Bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Primero llegó Verstappen, después llegó Checo. Si Pablo me viera, dirá que soy un berraco. Él hablando el tío, los míos por Monaco. Bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Están hablando solo, están hablando con el eco. El signo del dinero, ese es mi nuevo zodiaco. Prende el puro, la familia y el Monaco. Yeah. What's the ticker, fam? Shots going up like damn. XOP stolen sand. I got deep in my pockets, man. I see the pump, time to sell, let's print. Still going up. Oh shit. I just copped the bag, no split. I'm about to make a grand off a flip. Yeah. You see me landed whole enchilada like zip. I got the queso with the soul, Lonnie let her rip. They see me comment on the X, what's the tick? Where's the alpha? I'ma send it in a minute. I'ma send it in a minute. Where's the alpha? I'ma send it in a minute.
Yes. Oh, we're here. Yes. Well, the iconic. We got to do the iconic. Tick, tick, tick.
Tick the cat. Ripping crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat. Money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap. Cashing out hella clip.
Yes, gold chain with the snap and everything else. Good morning, you guys. Here we are, just the three of us. Just the three of us. I can't wait to hear from you guys. It's been too long. Tick, are you with me? Tick, are you gonna get coffee? Then I'm gonna say hello to Adam. Adam, good morning. Zam Zam, how are you?
ZM. I'm good. Yes. Hi, gozaimasu. What's going on?
Well, a lot has been going on. You guys, I felt like I lived like a whole month in just about 3 days. And part of this is cold weather and all the disturbances that come with, right? So everything is like 10 times as hard to do. And of course, we are bearish in crypto as well, right? Bitcoin is doing a little bit of a dump. But hey, I've been telling people since November that we flip bearish, right? So this is not a surprise at all. We're looking for that 0.14 Fibonacci retracement. It's at about 70K. And so that's where I think we're going. And I'm expecting a big bounce from there. But until then, sideways down. But how has it been on Adam's side there in Hong Kong? I see Aubrey. Let's get Aubrey on stage. I thought Panda was going to come here as well with some alpha. But how's it doing on the
Yeah,
Hong
I'm
Kong
sure
side?
Panda will be here. Yeah, it's good. No, can't complain. It's just yeah, I'm off to KL tomorrow for Cat Lumpur, the Jupiter conference, just for the just like kind of long weekend really. But it's going to be sick. You know, Jupiter, like the DEX aggregator on Solana, and the guy, you know, the also the founder of Meteora, right? So yeah, it's looking forward to that very much. And yeah, it's I think I mean it's like the big stuff in Hong Kong. Everybody's like, you know, just all getting like ready for consensus. There's so many events. It's like it kind of feels a bit ridiculous. Sometimes I feel like the crypto industry is actually an events industry, right? Like it's so orientated. Everybody's so desperate to set up these events and do these activations in but yeah, I can understand because like people want to attract like institutional capital and all of that, and there's going to be a lot of big hitters in town. So yeah, but it'll be good to get. I think it's going to be a good kind of pre like warm up. I think like a lot of the digital nomad scene is going to be in KL like in advance of heading over to Consensus as well. So yeah, it's been cool. Yeah, and we're getting, you know, we're coming out of the colder part of the year as well. So I think it was a bit nippy for like a couple of weeks there, but now it's definitely yeah. I'm back in my shorts basically. So
Back in your
yeah, it's
shorts,
kind
motherfucker.
of yeah,
It's
yeah.
I cannot wait, you guys. I'm like right there. I'm right there where the January is just endless, and then I
Oh
need
my god. No,
to
it sounds
crawl.
serious.
Yes, and I
Jesus.
need
So
to
you're snowed
crawl to
in.
February. Well, yes,
Are you
again,
legitimately snowed in?
much snow today, and of course, I'm in that part of the city where they don't salt the roads like quickly, so everybody gets. And nobody's used to this weather because this year it's been a lot, and so nobody's really used to it. It's kind of everybody is just doing something, and it's, well, you know what, everybody is just derailed, and that's why everything is derailed. Schools derailed, teachers not showing up, right, and et cetera, et cetera. So
Teachers
but yeah,
showing
it's
up drunk.
life in the winter. I can't, my brain is not equipped for this. I'm getting brain tired. Anyway,
Damn. It sounds heavy. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
it's just,
It
yeah.
sounds real.
I
it's
cannot. I'm coping. I'm honest, right? So I'm coping. I'm having a hard cope with this
yeah.
because nothing is on time. Nothing is, and it just upsets me. And I know it's just me. I should be relaxed about it, and I just can't. But that's me in my glitch with
Did
my brain.
did
Yeah.
hold on, did I miss my good morning?
Yes.
I did. Okay,
I
sorry.
said
Well,
good
good
morning,
morning,
Tick. I
GM,
started with you, Tick.
ZM. I know when I heard you interviewing Adam first, I was like, "Hey, what is second?" I apologize. It took me a second to get my whole setup going. But you know, it
Yes.
dawned on me. I guess it. So in the U.S., I don't know if you guys have it where you live, but we have a saying here. Like growing up, we always used to say, "Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider." And girls go to Mars to get more candy bars. But yes, boys go to Jupiter to
Yes.
get more stupider. So I guess
What
it's
happened, Tick?
true. I guess
That's where
that's
I'm
why we've
going.
been saying
Yeah,
that all
that's where I'm
growing up
going.
all these years. Boys go, but hey,
I'm on the
Jupiter
wrong.
V
I'm on the
three.
wrong planet. I
I,
somehow got to Jupiter. I need to get to Mars.
hey, I'm a huge fan of the Jupiter app though. It's weird. It's almost like I'm getting paid by Solana now because anything that I come across that's like a Solana D app or anything that's like Solana ecosystem aligned, I'm very much like, oh dude, this is like the greatest freaking thing I've ever interacted with. But I'm not gonna lie, that freaking Jupiter app is like it's pretty sick. It's got its things, it's got its quirks that make it cool. It's bullish. It's got some very nice
elements of design incorporated into the UI. The UX is nice and clean. It moves quickly. So the Jupiter V3, I think it was just dropped within the last. I think it's a little bit more of a recent release. But as I've been using my Solana phone more for things, I've been testing all the D apps. I've been trying to figure out which wallet do I like the most. It's like Goldilocks and the three wallets. Like I gotta try the Soulflare wallet. I gotta do the. I mean, of course, I love my Phantom wallet. Um, there's another wallet that I've been using a lot more recently too. That like I never thought that I would start to like. Oh, Backpack. I'm freaking obsessed with Backpack. I like Backpack more than Phantom, but I'm just so much more comfortable using Phantom. But Backpack is like objectively a better wallet. Like there's not really an argument about it. I'd like to actually have someone argue with me about these because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But this is all just from like looks and feels and also like the exchange that Backpack uses by default, the Titan exchange. I've noticed that my rates and my percentages and my slippage are way more bullish using Backpack, and I didn't want to make this all about that. I just Adam mentioned Jupiter, and I had to throw in the boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider thing, and I went on a rant. So forgive me for that.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I do. I didn't have that. I do remember that saying from somewhere, but
Oh,
like it wasn't.
that's why I
Yeah,
mentioned it. I wasn't
vaguely.
sure. Here
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a
yeah.
thing. It was like or it went something like girls go to Venus to get another penis and boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. And I know it sounds retarded. Maybe we only did this at my school. I went to like a special school. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, it was definitely a thing. Like my younger sister's generation too. I could hear them. They used to say it too. So it's very much. I don't know if it's like an American thing. Wilder, any verdict on going to Venus to get a penis and going to Jupiter to get stupider and going to Mars to get candy
I
bars?
have, I am, no opinion.
Oh no, but was that never? That was in a
Never a
childhood.
thing here.
That
No,
was in a
no, no.
childhood thing. Okay,
Nope.
okay. I gotta do like a survey.
There's a book though. There's a book though. Females from Venus and the guys from Mars. That's
Yeah.
a psychology book about the different psychology, and it's true. And I've been trying to. This day and age, we forgot, and we are trying to be the same. And we forgot how to be males and how to be females in our own rights, right? So there is a difference. We cannot not have this difference not
Oh
play out.
man. Yeah.
And so, yeah, but we're living in modern times, so everything has to be liquid and fluid,
It's the
and
worst.
we're not.
Yeah.
We're not. And I always tell, like, if I would have a son, he would be such a heartbreaker because if guys would only understand that you need to read just one novel that females read and one romantic movie, sit and observe that, then take that male lead and what he does and go do that, and then you're good. You're getting laid every freaking day if you want to, right? And then women need to understand, stop watching that romantic shit. That is just catering to you, right?
Hold on.
That's
What about?
not actually a good representative of what males are. So you need to go read some magazines that guys do and maybe watch some porn.
Ew,
But
dude.
both, no, it's
Chicks
true.
in
But
pornos are
both
the
both
worst.
are only a wish catered to the gender, and it has no base in reality when it comes to
Yeah.
relationships.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you want to know the deal, what's up with females, just go freaking. These little romantic books that females buy. They're being printed by the hundreds and thousands
Yeah.
every day, right? And romantic drama. Yeah, one drama. I mean, look, it's gonna be a pain in the ass for you, but just fight yourself through it and read a book. Fight yourself through it. You only have to do it once, and then you have the knowledge, right? Yeah. And then, but females read and watch that, not
Have
the
you
males.
have you read 1984, George Orwell?
Yes, of
Okay,
course. Yeah.
so okay, I read that at a young age, like at like maybe
Hmm.
13 years old, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe that's been my problem with women my whole life is I followed that main male character who's like
Yeah.
shy and like afraid to talk to women.
Well,
He's,
it's about archetypes. Yes. Well,
you
it's
know,
about archetypes
I'm
very
like
much as
I've
well. So
fallen
there's
into the
different archetypes.
Orwellian
Yeah.
archetype, yeah, where
Yeah.
it's like I
Yeah.
need to like just stay focused on what I'm doing, stay focused on
Yeah.
work, appease
Yeah.
Big Brother, and don't let any distractions get in the way. That's
Yeah.
kind of the Orwellian
Yeah.
archetype. I was
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking
Yes.
of George Orwell, did you guys see that OpenAI is actually planning to, well, they're actually working on this in this social network, and they're going to verify everyone with WorldCoin, right? The WorldCoin, the iris scanner, and
really,
that's how they're going to verify.
really.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
serious?
that's
I was.
yeah. I'm serious. I saw a tweet
Uh,
about it. I would. Yeah,
it's
I
it
just saw
was
it earlier.
what's so weird is like they beat us to it. Like my dad's a developer and everything, and I was just talking to him about like more like he wants to develop a decentralized application. My dad does because he works with cybersecurity and computers, and he's programs in a bunch of different languages and all this. And I was just talking to him recently because him and I both got the Solana phone at the same time, and now he's talking about how he wants to do a decentralized app. And we were talking, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, one thing I'm a big fan of is the biometric feedback that it does with like the fingerprint to unlock your wallet. And so we were playing and talking with other ideas about like how could we incorporate biometric feedback or different types of algorithms. And then I was even mentioning to him about the voice ownership as well. So like, hey, this is Tick unlock wallet. Would it would
Mm.
identify with the
But
algorithm?
you could
Yeah.
also, and now that I'm studying
Mm-hmm.
linguistics, this gets to be so much more interesting because you could actually use AI to see what's written by who. We have a fingerprint when
Mm.
it comes to how we build our stories,
Right.
or the things that we write.
Right.
And there's a fingerprint there as well as very distinct. Actually, with AI, solved the problem of a few ghostwriters already.
It
Not
goes
only
deeper
did
than
they
the
identify,
it goes
yeah,
deeper than the
identify,
metadata. It analyzes like
yes,
the information down to the bit. Yes, that's
yes,
definitely a thing.
yes.
Yeah.
And so there's a print there too. And today, most amazingly, a guy that I was attending a lecture, we got to talking after it, and he spoke a different language, and he had actually the Chat GPT earphones that
No
translate
way.
for him directly in real time.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Uh,
whoa, whoa! Has that come
yes,
out already?
yeah,
What? No.
How's that
What are they
yes.
called? What are they called?
He told me, I forgot. I was kind of brainless, but he had
Wait.
Chat GPT. Yeah, he
They're
told me.
actually no, they're not produced by OpenAI, but they leverage OpenAI,
Right. They have
right?
to be
Yeah,
some
they leverage.
Yeah,
Chinese thing that uses
but
OpenAI.
the amazing thing, he put them in my ear, and then he started to talk his language, and he switched it back to
Yeah,
Dutch for me. And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody. It's not
It's
a robot
actually
voice. It's like you're
it's
hearing.
close. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's so
incredibly
close.
close. It's
Yeah,
but it's like we're about a generation of tech, I mean,
yeah.
off for this to be
Away.
perfect,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's about a generation.
But
It's like, which is
it's
means it's
already.
like maybe later this year or next year
Yeah.
Wow.
it will hit.
But
And
fuck
but that,
amazing in real time, you
yeah,
guys, right? So
yeah,
in real
it's
time,
true.
no robot voice, and you get it actually tries to mimic a little bit the pitch of the voice, so you can get some of the
Can you find
emotion.
out the brand? Can you
I
find out the
know.
Oh my
brand of that
God,
I'm
he
one?
looking
was
at
telling me.
different. I'm looking at different ones right now
There's a
because I'm
few.
wondering.
There's a few. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few.
I recently
But
came.
and the
Yeah.
glasses as well. People talk about the glasses as well. Like you can
Yeah,
do it with the glasses, but
Wooask
apparently the
eight.
glasses aren't as good.
I
Yeah.
wonder if this is them. Wooask. WOOASK. Eight. They have what's
no.
called the 8A translator earbuds. These are just. Yeah, I wonder. It says chat AI, so it actually has
Yeah,
chat GPT.
Shenzhen Wuask Technology Limited.
$180.
Could be.
180. It's so ridiculously cheap.
It's cheap.
Something like this years ago, 2 years ago, would have been $500 easily.
If
Easily.
yeah. The Wuask is standalone, right? Yeah, completely
And it
standalone.
says
That's
powered
very
by
cool.
ChatGPT, so this might be what the Wooask might be what the guy had.
They've got the
I
A9s. The
think
A9s are
Do
that's
out.
they?
right. I
Yeah.
think
Bro,
that's
I'm about to get me
correct.
some A9s. I don't even need them. But I just want to be on the forefront of technology.
I think that's correct. Well, the guy, he was from Asia. Obviously, he had a lot of tech. He was actually doing the transcripting of the lecture, also digital. I was just sitting there feeling old AF with my notebook.
No, like
For
a
real. I
tablet.
need to up my game.
I just
I
got
need to up my
myself a
game.
tablet. I just bought a tablet for, and I'm so happy with it. It's one
Yeah,
that.
but I like
Mhm.
for my brain, it's something that I when I write it down, it sticks. When I don't, it doesn't.
Is it paper? Is it a paper tablet? Like an old school manual analog tablet? Or is it,
Yeah, like
yeah.
a paper
Oh, because you
and
like
like
the
a notebook.
paper.
I write it
Oh,
down. I have
that makes
just my
sense.
pencil.
Oh, that
Yeah,
makes, yeah, absolutely. Then you have like a physical copy of it. It's not like animated in the metaverse, just whatever.
and you know
Yeah,
what? I never read it back because it's stuck in my brain because I
right.
wrote it down.
Just the
Right, I
process
listened
of,
to it and
yeah.
yeah, I absorb it a little bit more. But he was doing a transcript, and I was like, "Bro, send me a transcript after, right? And thanks for just being there."
Oh, that's
And he had all
cool.
this tech.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
getting all the notes
yeah,
in every
that's the
language.
thing. Yeah, but
That's
the problem
sick.
is, then we started talking about it a little bit. And then, but the learning end, that's where we are off then, right? Because I still need to write it down. And maybe not all of it, but just, in my own words. And then it sticks in my own brain. And, or else I'm losing the information quickly. It's not getting imprinted or something. And a lot of people have that where they still need to write it down. That's why when the teachers tried to punish us for something, they would give us sentences that we just need to do 50 or 100 times, right? And that is just for I will not do this, right? And then 100 times. And that it's that repetition of writing and reading is very important for the brain for it to stick. But I do enjoy what he was doing. It's definitely great to build your when you're building your thesis to go over that stuff and just have it quickly that you can just search it up, right? Or just ask AI like, "Hey, my thesis is about this. Hand me all the information from my notes from all the lectures." So I have you good and make turn it into a guideline for me, right? In a comprehensive timeline. That it could help, right? So because then you actually have a point of reference for your thesis as well, and like some handrails there. So you get everything in and build a good thesis because you need your thesis for the end, right? Anyway, let's talk about some tickles. You guys come on stage if you want to join the conversation.
Speaking of tickers, hey, what the hell
Yes.
happened? Oh my gosh, this is giving me a panic attack. If I just went on sgstake.flux.inc.io
Oh,
and there's
Jesus.
the website, I'm
Trade your
getting
wallet?
404. That's where you stake the Soul Gods NFTs. What the
Yeah.
hell happened to that page? Is it just
Oh,
down temporarily,
let me see.
or did they not pay their bill? Like, I'm kind of like nervous now. I'm like,
Yeah, hold
what?
on.
Hypothetically, okay, let's
No,
just
nothing is wrong.
okay.
Hold on. Let me just check the site too.
Hypothetically, let's say that happened. Like somebody owned a domain and they're paying for it, and everyone was staking their NFTs there. And
Yeah, I
then
will probably unstake.
you think, oh, it would automatically unstake, you think?
Well, I don't know. Well, that depends on some stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see deployment not found. The ID is the FR1.
I wonder if it's
Mm.
just temporarily down. I'm going to check
Yeah.
my wallet to see if. And then I could go on Magic Eden as well and see because I think that they would be listed on there as well. But yeah,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I just noticed that and I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Banksy is coming up on stage. You guys, if you want to shield something, the 6 live streams are up and running. As always, it's the first link in the Jumbotron. We just had a little bit of a conversation because normally we did What's the Ticker every day, except for Sundays. And now we're here on Thursday and possibly picking another day of the week if Tick would join the What's the Ticker host chat on TG Tick. We
Oh,
miss you in there.
yeah. Yeah.
You're missing out. So,
TG.
yeah.
Banksy,
Yeah.
hey, tell me what is it soul is it gonna be Soul Flare wallet, Phantom, backpack? What do you use? What's the alpha?
I
What's the
do
alpha?
use Phantom right now still.
Stay
I've had
same.
my
I can't
qualms with Phantom. I've debated leaving a couple times, but I haven't yet. I mean, I started with Soulflare way back, but I like Phantom now.
but
I was gonna say
backpack.
though,
Yeah, go ahead.
staking wise, not your keys, not your crypto. if you're staking and that site goes away, your shit's gone. So like,
Yeah.
I don't stake shit ever. Like
Wow.
that's the
Okay.
easiest way to lose everything.
Wow. That's okay. Cool. There's some alpha.
Well, I
Like
do
that
not take
20% APR is never worth losing your everything.
Dude, right? Fuck, that is such a that's from such a sound mind. I'm glad that I asked. Okay, cool. So I
well,
didn't mean
I've
it's
never been
yeah.
bullish on staking, but I guess that for the NFTs here, I guess they will put it right.
And I mean, before this year, there's a little bit more clarity, but up until this year, like staking made automatically made your thing a security too. So like anything that like offering staking always made your project a security, but then also yeah, that's the easiest way to lose all your shit.
Yes, too much security on one side.
All eggs in one basket.
Well,
Oh
no,
yes,
like
sir.
legally a security, like, and then you're selling an unregistered security, and then or you register security, and then only accredited investors are allowed to buy your product. Yeah, it's just you don't want to mess with the SEC.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
the rabbit hole goes deeper.
The
Um,
rabbit hole is
so
much
so
deeper than we
Phantom,
think.
dude, I love too because the UI, the UX, everything about Phantom's just smooth and just so easy. But dude, Backpack seems like it has its advantages. So I implore you to maybe explore Backpack when you have extra time and you feel extra bullish. Because I'm really digging Backpack, but I still can't put down Phantom either. I'm still using
My problem with
yeah.
My problem with Phantom is every single update, they're adding more. They're trying to get you to KYC every time. There's a new feature every time to make you
Mm,
KYC. Like, oh, give me an email, name your wallet. Like, every single time they're trying to get you to KYC further.
yeah. Yeah. Damn, that's a good takeaway. That's why I ask. I'm still figuring it out in this big world of Web3 myself. So awesome. Thanks. Thank you for that.
I'm just more DeFi. Like, I'm not trying to dox my wallets. I mean, if I want to add a SNS on a wallet, that's different than let's just name your Phantom account and then link every single wallet you have to the same username. Oh, and then also if you want to create this, get this card or whatever. Oh, give us your email too. It's like
Well, hey,
so now
I
you
did
have like
something
a wallet
absolutely
name and an
stupid
email.
as hell. Wilder, you got to hear this. I outdid my stupidity. Oh my god, it was so bad. I gave my seed phrase away. Okay, so and
What?
okay,
How does that
well,
happen?
I had
Yeah,
a
no, I
preface
do.
with
I
that.
want
I
to
had a
know.
preface with I gave it away. So, the way that it happened is I was talking to Trash Panda about trading, and he's like, "Well, I use Axiom Trade because I was telling him I forget which deck I was using a few different ones. I was using GMGN, and I was using the other a couple other
Yeah,
screeners
Axiom
to
is pretty good.
so I'm
Have
using
you
all
guys tried Trojan yet? Oh, go ahead,
listen to
Chris.
this. So I freaking download Axiom locally off of the App Store onto my phone. And I go on the App Store and it looks like Axiom Trade, whatever. I install it and then it says to connect my Phantom wallet. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, I wonder why I would need to do that for the thing. And I was like, whatever. And it's like, insert your seed phrase. I'm like, oh, that's weird. You usually don't have to do that for.
No,
And I was
that's no. When that happens, like no, no.
yeah. So I went ahead and
Wait,
put in my
The Apple App Store,
I
the
put in
Apple App
Yeah,
Store.
it
man.
is off of the Apple Store. That's what my point is. I'm like, I thought I was safe, yo. Like, I didn't
No,
think,
you never. Nothing. There's
dude.
nobody
Okay,
that needs
so
this. Not
I put in
nobody.
my seed phrase, and
Ow.
then I press connect, and then nothing happens, and
Oh,
I was like, oh no. I was like, and so immediately I had to go. I have other wallets, so I just transferred everything. I had to go one by one each token. There
oh,
must have been like 80 tokens, and I
yeah.
had to transfer them, dude. My
80
heart
rugs.
was my
80
heart was
dust.
Like
racing
wallet one or
so.
wallet two, like you just know, like in Phantom, if you create a new wallet, it's all still in the same seed
Well, that's
phrase.
the thing is
So like,
I have a Phantom wallet that I think I must have created on another one because the seed phrase is different. I made sure, but like, damn, yeah, that's you were just talking about that, and that's what it reminded me of.
that's
Um,
what I use my Soul Flare for. Like, if I'm using Phantom, I'll use a Soul Flare just to create a new seed
yeah,
phrase and then just keep logging out and creating new ones.
I think
But
I
like,
made it
all my shit is different seed phrases. And also, like, if I'm trying to connect to something like that, like a trading bot, like even
right,
Trojan or any of
right.
these, I'll create a completely new seed phrase to
Yeah.
connect with.
Burn a wallet. Burn a wallet, nothing there. That,
But
especially your mains, you guys. You keep your mains. The only people, and this is yeah, your main wallet should never be connected to anything, right? You built new wallets for that, so no one has access to your main, right? You need to cut ties there a little bit and just be
once
responsible.
again, don't press new wallet. If you press create new wallet, you're still on the
No,
same seed
yeah,
phrase.
exactly.
If that gets
Yes.
hacked, you're losing your main seed phrase
Yes,
also.
yes. Create like a whole new. You need to go from the beginning, right? So from the beginning. So that's why I like working with TG bots because they just generate me a few, and then I use like a hub wallet to hub back to my main, possibly even a mixer in between, mix it back, and then if it needs to go back to the main, right from there. So mixers, yes, right, that does a lot too. It just takes the trace off a little bit, not completely, but yeah, it's very hard to trace all of that. But oh my God, no, nobody should have your seed phrase. However,
Oh man, it's scary.
I sometimes wonder how many people, because we're people, and this game that we're playing of life is not infinite. So, I sometimes wonder how much is stuck in wallets of people that just passed away and their families never got to access their stuff,
Yeah.
right? So think about that just a little bit. Make sure that a trusted person or is in somehow in your will or wherever that is for your family do have access to your wallets. uh May the event happen that you're getting rucked off this beautiful earth, right? Because you might want to bless them with the stuff. And I think there's a lot of Bitcoin stuck this way. I think there's a lot of Ethereum stuck this way, and a lot of other crypto stuck this way.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
how I did this. So, I noticed I had the same seed phrase for the wallet I had created after, and then now I have what's called account 40. I named it because this one doesn't have the same seed phrase, but I don't remember exactly. So, did I go to add account, create new account to get the new seed phrase? Because I do.
Or
How did I do that?
well, so you could add it from something else, or you could have. Did you like import like a photon or like a Axiom wallet or something?
Oh, it may have been the GMGN one. I think I did.
Which is still sketchy. So
Is it? Why? It
I
didn't.
would say if you're using Phantom like that, go to Soulflare, create a new wallet with a new seed phrase, and then do it that way.
I still have
Like
time. Yeah.
when
Go
go
ahead.
in Soulflare and create a wallet, get the seeds, export it, like say write down those words, put it into your Photon, and then or Phantom, and then
Yeah.
once again log out on the Soulflare and just do that like 3 or 4 times. Like generate a few different seed phrase wallets.
Let's see. Yeah, I do have a main wallet on Soulflare that hasn't been used for anything yet. So this one's seed
That's
phrase.
the one though. It's like if you have both apps, just keep signing out and then create a new account. That's how you can generate a lot of seed phrases.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, the moral of the story, though, for anyone that's listening or here, dude, do not be careful if you're going on the App Store to try to get Axiom Trade because there is a replica that it's a very bad replica too. Like once I looked at it, I was like, this is not legit at all. That was after I had put in my 12-word seed phrase. So dang, that had me worried for a second, man. My heart was racing. I was so scared, but luckily, I ended up not getting drained this time. But damn, it's crazy how that shit can happen.
Yeah, guys, let that be a warning. Always be on the safe side with things this way, right?
Yeah. Well, dude, yeah, there's been a lot. And then Trash Panda and I were degenning this week in the TG, and he said that he like met somebody in spaces that seemed bullish as hell, so he aped like 500 into this dude's coin,
Uh,
and the
yeah,
thing just rugged. It just went to like
yeah.
zero right after he aped. And
Look,
he was like,
the trust in this space, right? The trust in
dude.
this space.
He said he was talking
Yeah.
to him. He's like, yeah, he seemed like a really nice guy. Like, it's like, oh, they
Yeah,
always
seem
do.
like a nice
He could
guy.
be
Yeah,
he
it's
could be
always.
like an actor though, right? I mean, he could even he not even be the dude behind the token whatsoever. But actually, I also noticed
That
one
happens
thing.
more, you would think. Yeah.
What happened?
Panda posted of getting a he got a like from this account Andre Tate, right? Andre Tate is
Right.
is like a guy who's posing as Andrew Tate, and he's posting like these rug tickers, like these rug CAs constantly,
Yeah.
and it's kind of incredible. Like the audacity is unbelievable, but
Like a law
verified
itself.
account on
Yeah.
X, and literally just rugs like they must like rug like 20 times a day, right? And then
Yeah.
it just deletes all of the tweets. And if the first time you look at it, you're like, it's Andrew Tate's like crypto account. Oh right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then yeah, it's very it's but they must make like I don't know, they must make like $100 or whatever from like each rug. It's like literally like that. It's
Oh,
just but
easily, it's more like
it's
3 sol
they
per rug. Yeah, it's got to be like
do you even
500.
think it could be as much as 3 sol? Yeah. I don't even know. I was looking at the chart and it was like, wow, this is like really not a lot of money. That's like these guys are farming
Yeah, I
out
was
of this,
watching
but
somebody
it's
extract. Somebody had like a freaking screenshot of like the devs selling and like basically extracting the liquidity out of a chart, and each sale was like 3 sol, 3 sol, 3 sol, and there was like 5 of them, and you're like, damn, that dev they extracted probably about 15 sol out of that one. So one like that probably ran to a half mil or something like that. But yeah, depending on
But it's not even worth it.
oh,
It's
go
not
ahead.
even worth it now with the. It's not even really worth it now though with the creator rewards. Like if you're trying to CTO with that, I mean, unless you steal that from them, but like there's no point of CTO in something and making the dev even more money on top of what they've already made off fees. Like that used to be the game was just CTO something and try to get your community
Yeah.
to run up, and then you're just printing someone else more money off of like your effort.
Absolutely, and it used to happen with tax tokens all the time. They would CTO tokens on Ethereum that still had tax on them, and I was like, "You guys, you're pumping Death Wallet again. I You're not getting any of the tax, and you CTO something, but you cannot change the contract here, right? And so you're up against, yeah. Well, we own the dog token, where I forgot the name of the guy, but he actually wrote on the blockchain in the transaction.
Udi.
No, it wasn't it. He was from Dog. He's like 2 years ago or something like that on Ethereum. And he wrote on a blockchain, bye guys, Def is gone. But this was a tax token, and they were such a big community. I mean, this token was all over for a little bit. And so, yeah, man. Wow. Right? He just wrote it on a blockchain. And then people was like, yeah, community takeover. I was like, yeah, good luck with this. Right? He's still catching that 3% tax that was on there. So CTOs are not bullish, you guys. There hasn't been a bullish CTO at all. Mong was for a little bit a big community as
So
well,
did
but
did you hear the story? Did you hear the story about the penguin CTO?
well, do we want to hear it? Yeah, well, tell me. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I
I'm
mean
so curious. How
no,
is there a CTO
did you
already?
did you hear? No, there was a CTO of Penguin. So what happened is the this no, so the CTO never happened, and there's like a kind of or I don't know. This is just like rumors. I don't even know, but the guy there was a guy that was CTOing Penguin, right? And apparently like a factory worker guy who was working really hard, and like it was a dead, Penguin was dead at the beginning, right? It was kind of dead on arrival, but he was like, oh, this is such a banger. So apparently he was aiming to CTO it, and then he was lobbying Pump, and Pump were not doing anything about it. And 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 then they did actually confirm, and there's some like screenshots that have been published of the email trace, so they would not that they were accepting the CTO. But then it started to actually like really take off, right? And apparently like the Pump got back to the guy and were like, oh no, the original devs are active, so we're not going to grant the CTO request. And then the original devs came in with like a team and were just like really get like just pumping the CT really hard. And then obviously what happened, and like the White House ended up tweeting it, and it was like kind of the biggest thing like last weekend or whenever it was. But
Well, they've already been sued a couple times for that. They've given up a CTO too early, and then the regular owner's like, "Hey, you guys just stole
oh,
my
for
shit."
real?
They sue Pump
Is that
Fund.
right? Is that right? Yeah, yeah, interesting. So, but that was literally, yeah, like so there is like some, I forget the account, but I found the account. I actually put him in my like alpha kind of timeline thing, because he's actually, he's like, this account is very, like that, he's very tapped in. But yeah, he was the one that was. I'll try and find it actually. But I see. Yeah, that's probably why they're slow. And it's definitely like it's such a bad system. Like to email, you have to like lobby Pump for a while, and then they might grant it. But I think people don't like the original deployer of Penguin as well. So yeah, it's kind of anyway. It's like there's definitely like a little bit of
All
upset, but that
roads
it's always
lead
going to be
to
like
one
that, isn't
group,
it?
and that's basically what it is. Or an inner circle of, yeah, we know this. So
Actually, speaking of Pump, did you guys see the hackathon? I don't know, like there's like $1 million
happening every day.
hackathon on Pump Fun. Did you
Oh
I
see
think it's
that?
3 mil or something. Yeah.
I had to run back to my
3 mil.
microphone. I was grabbing coffee. Dude, no, I had to run back
Oh
over.
yeah,
Dude, that's what I'm talking to my pops about, because he is
yeah,
an
yeah.
actual
Well,
developer.
Shaw's entering.
Dude,
Yeah, I
we're
want to team
talking
up with your
about
dads.
we're
I'll team up with your
dude,
dads.
I'm kind of want you to talk to him, dude, and because
Yeah,
dude,
I want to talk to him. He could
I don't
join
want
our
to give
company,
away
man. But he's yeah,
I don't want to give all the way
but he's already.
all the alpha away, but he's worked a lot with like credit card companies and stuff in the past. And so he was telling me about how years ago, bro, this was like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, they were working on developing a card that was a smart card, like a credit card sized card that had Bluetooth capability. It had NFID. It had the RFID. It has the chips as well, but it also had the ability. It was an identity verification card, but it was a smart card that was electronic, blah, 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 right? Where I was on the phone with him 2 days ago. Then yesterday, I'm on my Soulflare wallet, and Soulflare is now launching exactly what I just described, but like their own crypto version. So it's a hardware ledger, but it's the size of a credit card. And so anyway, we're thinking about ways to tie ZK. He also worked in notarization as well. So proof of identity and proof of ownership are all things that are kind of like tied together. And how do we use decentralized nodes and everything to verify and self custody and all of these things. And so yesterday we were kind of just like spitballing different things, but I figured I'd mention that because I did mention you to him with your whole the voice algorithm thing as well. And so getting you into contact with him, I think would be a good idea, just for you guys to even just see what your guys pick each other's brains for 5 minutes or whatever. It doesn't have to be a lifetime commitment, but I think that maybe talking to each other could be a good thing for you. So I should get some contact from you privately, DM me something like an email or something, and then I can relay that to him so he can message you when he has time. And it would be very sick just to maybe spitball ideas, because he could possibly even point you in a direction that you're thinking about going or haven't thought of yet, and vice versa. So I don't think it ever hurts to talk to people.
Oh, mate, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm fully down for
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very. I mean, we've been like, there's a lot of. It's interesting because, like, you put this stuff out there, and the direction it takes
Mm-hmm.
is you can't necessarily predict. But I think if you look at the core, like, I think the core breakthroughs from my side, and it's not like it's not even fully realized, but it's just the leveraging like open hardware to do voice verification, like that is just like, it's an unconventional yet kind of completely obvious approach that makes the tooling kind of completely not only politically neutral but auditable, and it's the only way it's actually going to work, because like that's what I was alluding to with the Orwellian ChatGPT social network that's verified by WorldCoin. Like WorldCoin, the hardware is completely proprietary, right? So it's not like you can't even take it out of the store, right? It's literally like you don't know what the hell is going on with that. And for everything, even like the storage to be encrypted, it's like people that Facebook tells you that WhatsApp messages are end-to-end encrypted, and they are actually. It's true, but the thing is somebody else has got the keys as well, so it doesn't mean anything, right? It's like you can tell people it's encrypted, and it is, but if they have the encryption keys too, then that doesn't count for anything, right? So it's like that, and if you can't audit the hardware, then you're screwed, right? Like, I mean, basically, and there's never going to be, like, the reason there's tension, even like you look at like geopolitics and like Huawei is banned or whatever for the US, and like it's always sensitive if somebody does a tender for like one of the big Chinese suppliers, for example, and that's because the hardware it can't be audited, right? Or it's difficult to audit. It has to kind of be inspected like retroactively, right? So that's why open hardware is actually the way to go, and it's kind of inevitable, and it definitely kind of coalesces with like the movement towards decentralization that crypto points to, right? So I think that it's definitely that sounds like a bullish connect. Thanks,
Yeah,
man. I'll ping you.
$3 million. So Pump Fund, they started this last week. Is a $3 million hackathon for the best D app that's developed. I guess I haven't actually really combed through the details, but it's $3 million public hackathon provided by Pump Fund. Let's see. So the hackathon was established to fund 12 projects with $250,000.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like Shaw's entering, right? Shaw, the Eliza OS.
Agent Shaw.
Yeah, he's entering.
Oh, with Eliza.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're entering. They're building something new. Like, I mean, those guys. He's very prolific in terms of like just shipping, right? But they're working on that hackathon, and I mean, I mean, the judges are bullish as well. They've got some amazing judges, right? Like Delphi, they got Tim Draper. They got like a lot of big VCs judging. I mean, it's not like the thing is like I swore off hackathons, like I used to do like loads of hackathons. Like I won a ton of hackathons. Like our team got together in a Chainlink hackathon, right? We won the grand prize. That's kind of how we met, and then we've been like working together ever since, and like building and shipping together ever since. And we won a ton of other hackathons after that as well, because it's like we kind of cracked the code for winning hackathons. And even this time last year, I was doing a bunch of hackathons, man. Like it was cool, but it's like hackathons are just like the problem is it's a good way to get like exposure and kind of visibility, and maybe like you can win money, which is great. But actually, it's like you're not iterating like directly with the market, right? Like you kind of like you go into a little silo, and I just don't think I kind of feel like the problem with hackathons is like the objective isn't to like convert users to monetize, which is basically that's the truth. That's what product market fit is. You convert people to pay for shit that you are putting out, right? That's the whole point. But when you're doing a hackathon, it's like you're impressing the judges actually. So which is not. It's not like, and I find that the mindset is different, because like you spend time analyzing the judges and what you think they'll like, and how to present it all in a nice, pretty package. And it's not supposed to be finished, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Whereas like iterating on in the market to convert people to just pay because like they need it, right? And creating that need that's the thing. That's the real shit, man. So that's why I'd love to do the hackathon, but then it's like it turns us into a deadline. Like for now, like my deadline is like tonight. We're shipping a new product tonight. We're gonna ship the next generation of fucking NFGs, man. With like you can invalidate your the net worth of your social circle, right? What is the value of that? And that can be made into a derivative that becomes tradable and it's going to be beautiful, right? But like if we get into a pump fun hackathon, then it's like, we're just going to be like locked in building towards this like arbitrary deadline. It's
I mean,
definitely worth doing.
well,
Everybody should do it.
I
I'm
was
still considering it as well,
yeah,
man,
I
because
was
it's
even
like
spitballing.
250K would be kind of handy, right?
Yeah, I was
You shouldn't.
spitballing my half baked idea about the Z clout thing, and I was telling him I was like some a use case that I've been thinking about would be like an NFT that somebody holds that confirms their identity, so that like the holder of that NFT, it tracks like their information. So it'd basically be like a same sort of thing that we do here, but there's just no way to verify your identity here. It's like someone could just create a new Twitter account and then come on the mic, and then it's like we don't know who is who. But having verified identities by way of
Yeah, so that
NFTs,
that would actually work here because
you
we
think so?
already have a digital identity here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We already
Mm-hmm.
do. And so all we need to do, let's say for school, you can have your school NFT.
Right.
And it will have all the information, right, from you. That's now, and the people are going like, why should we do this? Well, if people now hack the school, they get all my information,
Right.
and not just mine, but in one scoop, they get thousands of people. Now, if we all have our own NFT, they can break in my NFT, but only get my information. They cannot just break into one thing and get all the
Right, because it's
information from everybody.
decentralized. All of
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
decentralized.
centralized
That's
on
why.
one server. It's
That's
not like
why
you
it's important.
you break
Yeah,
into
We
the server,
tested
you
that
hit
at
the
Caltech.
jackpot. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yep, yep. And the same would go for the hospital. That's even more sensitive, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just
Often,
what's the current
authentication.
standard? What do we have as far as
Martin is
that
here. You guys,
goes?
we gotta pay attention to the room a little bit.
W-
Some other people joined
I'm
us on
sorry.
stage,
No,
so
you're
let's.
good, but repeat that tick. What did you say?
I was saying what's the current standard that we have that's the closest thing to that though for like self
There is
custody of
nothing. There's really
there's not
nothing
really
that's been
anything that's
done
like that?
right because like when NFTs first started at Caltech, I was there when like they pretty much first started. They were like, hey, we should do IDs as NFTs. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And then they'd be able to scan their NFT wherever they would go in terms of buildings and shit like that, to be able to get into say like a lab or something, right? And it was a great idea. It just it didn't happen at the right time. Say it would have happened at the height of NFTs, it probably would have been great and it would have expanded across all college campuses. Like Tory Lanez was probably one of the best examples of like how to use an NFT to authenticate music and actually give people what they want at a really like low price, and then everyone was selling their Tory Lanez CD for like I don't know 1,400% more and stuff like that. But like you were saying, if let's say you were at a hospital or you're a student and you get an NFT ID or something like that, yeah, that'd be awesome. I think that'd be a great
Yeah,
way to do things.
I,
But
I would
still, but
not
now check
I
this
would
out.
not centralize the information. So
No, no,
I would do like this, like the NFT for school with
right.
all
But
the
they would
information
that
for school.
school would have to centralize that
Yes. And
regardless,
then a
right?
different one for maybe your medical stuff and a different one. Because if we just do one
Yeah, they
NFT
should
for
have each
everything, then they
individual.
get too much information if you do get
And
tagged, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But what I would say is that I think they would all be more like compressed NFTs, like temporary NFTs for let's say like you got like your medical history is not going to be all in one file somewhere. But at the end of the day, like what is like think about it this way, the news will pick this up and say now everyone's getting electronic IDs. They're not going to say NFTs, they're going to say electronic IDs are now forced on you, like they're doing it in the UK right now, right? Immediately Americans would say fuck that, we're never doing it. I'm not, no, never happening. Because the moment they say electronic ID, they'll twist it some way to make it sound terrible.
Oh, for real. I mean, but look, we've been there with the banks as well, right? No, no way banks are going to be forever. Well, guess what now? They're all closing and everybody's just doing their shit online. And that is just one step away from it being crypto, right? You're already dealing with the digital numbers. Not only that, but the dollar, the euro, they're nothing but meme tokens, right? At this point, they
Well,
keep debasing. Uh,
what I've learned is this: with crypto, what's cool about it is that you could avoid all government taxation in terms of like
well,
your product,
well,
right?
that's why it ain't just
Internationally,
happening.
right? No, don't get me wrong, but like that also goes. That's also a double-edged sword because at the end of the day, like it sounds annoying, but like, yeah, I would still like to like give back to the country that I live in for like the roads and schools and stuff like that. So
Sure.
like, let's say the fees and rent that goes about, if the government were to be able to get that, the government would be on board. But you already know how corrupt governments are. They'll get their money and be like, oh,
Yeah.
actually,
Well, you can NFT your car, and these things can be DeFi as well. So uh, you can have your car, and then here we do road tax on how much your car weighs, and
right.
so maybe it can calculate the road tax for you, and or it can actually give you also
So
discounts if you upkeep your car and make it safe, right? So all these things that you're going through can be also in the NFT of your car.
NFT, that's
Yeah.
wild.
The
But I mean,
problem is when we start putting the NFT on things that we own, we're gonna have a little bit of a problem.
it's just to authenticate it at that point. It's nothing
That's
else.
it, right? It's like who owns it?
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
well,
when we
I
go
was definitely
into.
like I was less bullish on, yeah, well, because the whole thing is like, oh, you can tokenize your you could tokenize like your real world asset, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not
With an
everything should be
NFT.
tokenized.
Well, no, and but then is it actually? It's not like what
Well,
if
you can
somebody else steal? What if somebody steals your car, right? I mean, do you
exactly.
give them the NFT? Like, I mean, or like,
Steal the NFT first.
they steal the NFT, then do you give them your car, right? Like, what the hell is going
No,
on
you
with
Oh,
that
still
here?
have
actually,
to,
now
and
that's
this
interesting.
is
No, that's interesting now because look, imagine the NFT gets stolen. That guy claims that's my car because he owns the NFT now,
Yeah,
right?
right,
And now we got
right,
the issue
yeah,
there, right? Now you got the problem
yeah,
of someone is saying, no, that's actually my car. I own the rights to it. I have the NFT here, like the paperwork. But then the other guy has the registration and everything with the DMV and everything like
yeah.
that.
Well,
So
that's what government is for, right? That's the
correct.
thing. So, but that's why, like, because the thesis for soulbound tokens is that I mean, you can't really have like a soulbound token until there are systems for recovery, right? Which it
That's the
includes
big
like
issue
community
right now.
recovery.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah,
I think that's the big issue that we're dealing with right now is recovery of like say corrupt or
Yeah,
scams or
yeah,
stuff like that, right?
yeah,
I think someone, I don't know who it was, maybe it was you that was speaking about bringing about something something new, or I don't know who it was, but they were talking months ago about how they were like going to create some sort of token that's like a stable token that would be able to be used as like almost like an insurance on crypto. And I was like, that's a great idea, but Jesus Christ, the amount of
yeah.
right.
money
So
that
So
would
now
laughable.
now we're now we're touching.
Crypto, Adam. Let's start a crypto insurance company. That is the
that would
biggest.
be wild, dude.
Dude, insurance. So,
Imagine.
like, I tell you what, like, if you want to print money, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Sell
insurance,
insurance.
like, who's making money, like, in the world, right? Insurance, but
Insurance.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's
Tick's slogan
no,
is gonna Tick's
See, but
slogan
look, check
is
it out.
gonna
No, check
be
this out though.
make it
Check.
stick with Tick.
That's
Yeah,
so
let's say you
funny.
did make an insurance company, but you didn't tell them you're going to recover all your funds. You recover 20% of your funds, right, across the board.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you lose everything, we'll give you back 20%, and you pay a monthly fee of this much, right? But you actually have to have like these guidelines where they say, hey, you got to have this kind of security. You got to take
Yeah,
these
no. If people
prerequisites.
look, you cannot insure
Actually,
against
this
shit
could work,
tokens. You
kid.
can't do it. You go broke.
It's just that's the
I'm gonna do
concept
it.
of shitcoin insurance is just so damn funny. It's like I
Yeah,
almost want
that's
to
what I'm
make a
saying.
company that doesn't
Just do it.
exist. Just
Even if it's bullshit,
no.
dude. Like
Well,
even if it's fucking LARP, it's
yeah,
hilarious. Like
it
kids
is, yeah.
insurance, State Farm for Soul Farm, or
No, but it would be like the premiums would just be really,
yeah,
really high. You know, like that's what it would be. It would just be incredibly like you would just have to pay like so much.
twenty
Yeah.
You
thousand a
know,
month.
because
yeah, easy.
yeah.
That's tier
But
one.
it would actually be worth it if you were like a serial degen. Like you
No,
could
seriously,
actually
it would
like
because you would give them back at least something if they got everything drained. Hey, look,
Yeah.
we're giving you back 50% of what you had drained. But if let's say you stacked it up for 2 years, right? 3 years of insurance, and it's been stacking there and stacking there and stacking there, and then someone gets drained, then you go, hey, actually, dude, in your account you have this much right now, so here you go, boom, give it back to them. It's not a bad
It's
idea.
actually like a very good exercise. It's a very good stress test of risk management, right? Like to actually do that, like would actually
Well,
Yeah, I
be
good
wrote a
luck
group
the
you
effort.
guys
most.
running the numbers on that because 95% in crypto is not going to make it .com. We
Yeah,
know this.
exactly.
So
it's just
these are the
so
numbers that
laughable.
you
But
It's like
try.
it
selling
makes
like
still
car
sense
insurance
doing
at
it.
a bumper car fucking ride. That's
Yeah,
or at
yeah,
No, but look,
exactly.
let's say you do like the
demolition
super
derby.
cheap insurance, right? Like you tell everybody, look, $60 a month.
Well, you can do it against wallet drains and maybe
You know
wealth,
what? You
Yes,
know
but
what would be
you cannot
amazing?
win
You know what
against
would
people
be,
trading themselves and
you know,
selling at a
but
loss.
would be
That's
but it,
not
amazing,
covered,
Adam.
right?
I gotta hear
what's
this.
that?
What is it, Adam?
We know what would
What
be
would be
amazing would be,
amazing?
well, the due diligence, like, because I think that like it would be a
I'm
good
gonna do it.
education, because
I'm gonna do it.
anyone that was like, oh, like, yeah, well, I could sign up for this insurance, and it's like, yeah, but if you do this, you are not going to qualify, so you won't get insured. So like the entire form would
Exactly. That's what I'm
actually just
talking
be like an
about.
education in
Yes, like
itself,
if
right?
you
Can you
read through the
Yes.
imagine?
form,
Oh, that's
like you can't do
brilliant.
this.
That's
You
so
don't send your
smart.
keys out. Like, you know,
So it's
that's
like
it.
not
And you
even a
tell
real
them like
company.
if you're gonna have this wallet, you gotta have this wallet. Then you go
Well,
team up with the
like
wallet
nobody's
company.
eligible. The
Yeah,
point
you
is
can't
Yeah,
nobody's
that's
you
what
going to
I'm
be
can't
saying.
trade
It's
on
eligible.
hilarious.
Phantom.
Yeah.
You can't trade on
Did you
Axiom. You
use the
can't trade on
internet to
GM.
access your crypto?
It can't be a pump fund token. You like
Can't be
everything
pump fun.
is
Can't be.
disqualified. Nothing
Again,
falls
You
under
go
the
take a
umbrella.
call on the help
if you
desk.
If you
use
have a
Hello,
Twitter,
Twitter
hello,
account,
sir.
you're
No, that was
disqualified.
a pump fund token.
yeah,
You are not covered by this.
exactly. And it's
Oh
just
my God,
everything
no.
is like everything has a weasel clause, but you're still paying $60 a month.
Yes. That's how you get
What
them.
do
That's
you
what I'm
mean the
saying.
token was with? No, that's not covered either.
Doesn't matter, but it's just you're insured. Don't worry, you're insured. Rest assured, when you go to bed tonight, just know that your crypto's insured. So if you get drained,
Oh,
we
I love
might
the
give you back
rest
something.
assured. I gotta make a meme of that. Like, rest assured,
Let's
your
do it.
crypto's
Yeah.
insured. Dude,
Oh,
that is
that's what
too
they
damn
said.
funny. That's
That's what they
Sleep
said
on
in the
your
beginning of
bags
the war,
tonight.
right? Go to
You
sleep,
could
people.
sleep on your
Nothing
bags.
matters.
rest assured, your crypto's
Rest
insured.
assured, you
Go
could
to
sleep
sleep.
on your bags. Why?
Oh, that's
Because
funny.
here at Soul Farm, we have you covered.
At what
If
is
you
it
sleep,
called? At Pump Farm?
I know Soul Farm. I was just thinking
Oh,
like names
Soul
that play
Farm.
like play
Instead of
on like
State
like
Farm,
State
it's Soul
Farm.
Farm.
No,
Yeah.
I would call
Or
it a
call
hella
Soul
it
DJ
Farm
name
is
too.
on your side.
Like
yeah.
a sus
Or we
name.
could go with like Liberty, but then change it to something else. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Liberty
Liberty. I
DGen
don't know.
Insurance Company.
Liberty. I just like
Well,
the
it's an
commercial
insurance
song.
company for DJs, so it's got
Soul
to be have a
State
DJ name.
Farm
is
Progressive.
Soul Farm not already a
Crypto
thing? Soul
aggressive.
Farm is too good. Soul Farm is like really
Soul
damn.
Farm?
Soul Farm? Is that real?
Yeah. No, but I just
Damn.
thought of it.
Oh, okay, Martin Webb. I think that you need to register that domain and let's start Soul Farm. This is the coolest
And no, I'm
Soul
serious. That's why I
Farm.
said, Tick, let's do a group chat and let's do this because I think it'd be fun to do it even as a joke. But even, let's say, for example, there is that we discover some way to give people something on like the back end if they do get fucked. It'd be cool, you know?
Yeah, we do. We just provide mental health here. That's the only insurance that we
Well,
have
and at that point, dude, I could
because
just give
whenever I
them
get
A
wrecked,
therapist.
I come and
Yeah.
I talk to Wild. I'm like, hey, Wild, I gave my seed phrase away, and she's like, okay, well, why did you do that? And
fifth time done.
Let's go over it.
I just
let's
keep
talk
giving
about
it
it.
out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So this is your adjuster. They're just gonna go over a few things with you real quick. Have you ever used Pump Fund? Yes. All right, cool. That's going to be an extra 20% for your insurance. Your rates will go up depending how much of a degen you are. Do you leverage trade? Yep. Okay, here we go. An extra $15 a month.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Did you
Do you
ever
trade on
buy
your
something with
phone?
dog?
No, do you trade on your phone? Yep.
Oh
Okay, an
yeah,
extra
yeah,
15
yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
How many screens do you have on your desk? 6. Okay, great. Another 20 bucks.
Yeah.
Have you ever bought us a hill project?
Yes. It's like 20 bucks.
You follow
Have you
Andre
been?
Tate.
Do you follow Andrew Tate?
Do you follow these 5 guys here? James Wynn, books,
Oh,
the
this is
show
awesome.
and on. Oh, dude, that'd be
Oh my
crazy.
God, you guys, it's hilarious. That
It
is
could work at
hilarious.
it's just be that would be hilarious just as a as a stunt, a
Yeah,
publicity stunt.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Soul Farm
Yeah.
Insurance. Because Soul Farm is apparently a solar company. So there is
Yeah,
no
I
Soul
just looked at
Farm
it
that's
too.
associated in crypto
Yeah,
today.
but also
You could
maybe
go
if
with
you know
Solana Farm,
farming
Solana
souls,
Farm, Soul Farm.
you can do that too.
Oh my
Farming
god. I'm
souls.
making a whole
Let
thing
me
about
see.
rest assured your crypto's insured. I've got a whole video
See how
shot
good
up.
that sounds?
Let me see. Cut to dramatic. A degen staring at
Man,
a chart nuking 70%. Phone buzzing liquidated. Discord notification. Dev has left the server. Wallet pop up. Transaction failed again. Dramatic thunder sound effect. Rug pulls, flash crashes, accidental sends, wallet whoopsies. It's a dangerous world out there. And then
Wallet whoopsies.
Soul Farm
and no one
Insurance,
has your back,
we
but
protect
here
what
at Soul
matters
Farm,
most. Oh
there we
We
my.
go.
got you. We got you back, bro.
Now
Just
covering sudden
understand this.
90% dips.
Listen, instead of
Ne-
going home with nothing, how about you go home with something?
oh,
That's
this is
pretty much
great.
it.
Yeah, so yeah, never panic sell again. With Soul Farm, you are protected, up or down.
You have a
Never
20%
panic
gap.
sell again.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
no,
even
that's it.
make
Well, think
a
about it. If
hodl
the
clause
token,
in there.
let's say
Make
you
a
made an
hodl
insurance,
clause.
let's say we made a token, right, Tick, for it, and this token decides to rip, and our now all the money that we've had in the token, now we have enough to cover everyone's shit no matter what. That's the part that would be funny.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
hard to back your business up.
I,
No,
I'm
yeah.
actually like fully in on this, and the
Yeah.
whole segment should be clipped, and
Yes.
No,
it
we
was
should
epic.
not talk about it, but talk about it in private and get it done.
Yeah.
I'll just send you a DM. Let's get a little group chat going. I think it'd be fun to make this
Martin,
actually.
Yeah.
are you in the
Even
TG
if
by
it would
chance?
just be a meme.
Come again, Tick?
Are you in the Telegram channel with us?
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
barely. The only Telegram I check is probably like my own regular.
ours is pretty freaking low key, honestly. Like,
Yeah, send it over.
we have 46 members in ours
I
after
think
a
I might
year
Yeah,
get
we
it
because
try
actually, Tick.
we
try to
don't.
keep the circle small.
Yeah, we don't invite just like everybody. We just we only privately DM the invite link just because we don't want it filled with like a bunch of spam and like
Yeah,
BS.
I think you did send it to me.
Yeah, possibly. Um,
Yeah, let me
I
see.
don't expect like everyone to. Oh,
Go,
I have
Martin.
sent it to you. It looks like, but
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at it right
I mean
now.
Telegram.
Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, look.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm in it already. I've been in it for a while when it was like maybe the first three people, dude.
Yeah, I hardly use. I use Telegram, but I'm the same way with Discord. I hardly open up Discord because I don't know. I don't like
Yeah,
how
Oh,
clunky
right.
it is.
Well, right now, like in terms of projects that I've been working on, I've been working on this collab with this candy company, and we literally made 30,000 packages, got the machinery, all the ingredients, everything to have it vertically integrated, and now we're gonna go launch it. So it's gonna be something that helps out my own company with Sim, and then it's healthy gummies actually. I put it in the comments just so you guys could just
Did you
check
just
it
say
out real
Sim?
quick.
Solana Sim?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm such a
I'm gonna
freaking moron,
resend that and put
dude.
it. I'm
I
thinking
sold.
about
I had a.
sending it to
You're
hackathon.
gonna hate me. I sold half of my whole. I should buy
You're
more
fine.
then. I sold.
Look, that's the thing.
I was.
So right now, bro, I'm debating whether or not we enter the hackathon, and I
Yeah.
make sure that anybody that has anything, give them supply or soul, regardless, and make sure that they're squared up on it, and then enter Pump Funds Hackathon because I feel like the Solana sim and everything I've done for it and developed for it is actually at a really good place where if I do enter this hackathon, I have a real shot of actually getting something
Oh.
from Pump Fund.
Yeah,
Oh, I
man.
still no. Hey,
Go
I
for
still
it.
have 40,000 tokens. When I
Nice.
did my whole wallet, now I have like 7 wallets. I had like probably 4. Now I have 3 more. But anyway, I do have 40,000 Solana Sim tokens. I had sold most of my holding because when I was doing all this moving
fine.
around, it was actually
I'll
costing.
tell you this much, too. If it's my token, I want you to sell if you're in profit. I'm gonna tell this to everyone. If you're
Yeah.
making money, I'm happy for you.
Well,
I'm never gonna be that dev that's gonna be like, you should just hold till
Hey,
dust. No, dude,
the
make your
mint
fucking money.
is it TBLV? That's your
volume is not volume, right?
TB market cap 37K, right?
Yeah, right now, yeah, it's
Yeah,
under
yeah, yeah.
40.
This is
I'm thinking
okay,
about sending a God candle
dude.
into it and then getting the website back up right now because my German dev's holding it hostage.
Yeah,
So I have to pay him off.
I
Yeah,
bought
dude.
when
So
you a year ago or whatever when you
like
first.
6 months,
Yeah, yeah.
7 months. Yeah, dude.
It's been a
But
minute.
it's actually pretty cool because we've developed it to a point where it's a full mobile carrier now. I have real clients.
Wow.
Everything is running on it, except my German dev needed to get paid an extra $4,000 because he noticed that it was making money, and he was like, "Oh, he's like, I think I should get a bit more." And I was like,
Do
"I
you
think we're
have the
good." And he goes,
Solana
"Okay."
phone? I don't mean to cut you off, but
No. So look,
bro, what are you
so this is
doing?
the thing.
Get one.
No. Look,
You'll
check it
thank
out.
me. Trust me.
So we made the DApp for it, right? But it was having trouble connecting some of the phones. It wasn't the software, it was
Mm,
their hardware.
yeah, yeah.
So I didn't want to get a bad rep for saying, "Oh, dude, SIM doesn't connect on my Solana
So
phone,"
worth it
but then
though.
someone else does.
So worth
Huh?
trying. Don't quit
No, I'm gonna do
before.
it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, okay,
100%
good.
gonna do it. 'Cause it's
Good,
already built. I already
because the
built
use
it.
case is perfect for the Solana phone because
Yeah.
it has two SIM card slots plus the eSIM. And my
Yeah.
dad, him and I both bought our Solana phones at the same time, and then we didn't realize we were gonna get fat airdrops as well. Like I
Oh
was
yeah.
hoping that we were, but the fact that it actually happened, I was like, "Booyah, Dad!" Like your son was right for
That's cool.
once. And so,
No, because I get Banksy, I sent him a SIM and it would
okay.
not connect on his phone. And then my other buddy had a Solana phone and it connected on his phone completely. Even the phone number I gave him and everything, he still uses it to
Uh,
this day.
uh.
But like some of the phones, it would work. But I think for that, I think when I release the website, I may just not do phone numbers because it's such a headache, dude. Like country by country, it's an issue. And then like there's just too many problems that can happen if
Tell
it's a no KYC.
I got questions, and so what my dad did for his Solana phone, I'm using Helium Mobile on mine, which is just
Yeah.
kind of like, you know what it is. It's an
How much do you
eSIM.
pay for it?
Helium, I'm on the free plan, and I use my phone mostly on Wi-Fi because I don't use it as my daily phone. I still have my Apple phone. My Solana phone I use for like cold storage, DApp stuff, and
Nice.
things like that. Um,
Actually,
and
I'm just
so,
gonna get one.
so check this out though. So he got the Tello SIM card on Amazon. He activated 300 minutes and 5 GB of data for $12 a month. To me, it sounds like he got ripped off. I
Yeah, I
told
could
him,
give him like unlimited for like $20 a month.
yeah, I don't know what he was thinking, but like
No, it's okay. I mean, he
but
just did something that worked for him.
but
That's
I'm
it, and it
giving
worked.
you the reason I'm telling you this is to give you a kind of a ballpark of what people are willing to pay. So
Yeah,
you're saying that you do unlimited for $20 a month?
yeah. Unlimited talk, text, and
How
web.
do you have the infrastructure to do that though? What servers
I
and like
piggyback off of AT&T, Verizon, and One Global, so I don't have my own MNVO yet.
I
So
see.
what I want to do is get to a point where I do have my own MVO, where it's my own mobile structure. That way, I can actually have it be private. But then came all of the issues, which is if I do phone numbers, I have to have a certain level of KYC, whether it be like an email and phone and something, or else I will go to jail. Like there's just too
Yeah.
many weirdos out there. Like immediately, like it was just no. Like the lawyer that sat me down and was really cool with me was like, "Hey Martin, like I love you, I love what you're doing, but I'm telling you right now, there's really weird people out there, and you're gonna be the dude who falls for it because you're the head of this thing." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we
I
pumped the
see.
brakes on that. But in terms of data, I could have no KYC data all day because it's the internet and that's not a problem. And I want to focus on that and hotspot data in all third world countries and give them like the lowest barrier of entry for internet, like literally free in most countries. They just have to watch some ads and maybe do a little work.
That's sick. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. That's really dope though what you're doing. Yeah, and
Awesome.
if you want to I got to actually go get some more coffee, but Wild, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yes, my guys, I'm browsing NFTs. I'm browsing
Yeah, have you
NFTs.
heard have
You know,
are
you
you
know.
familiar with what Martin's talking about with the eSIM Solana? I don't know,
No.
Martin, if you want to explain what it is, because I know what it is, because I remember you talking about
Yeah,
it
it's just
Well,
a
I do
notoriously
want
no
to know,
KYC
but I
mobile
also want
carrier.
to say
Yeah.
hello to some other
Oh,
people
please
here
go
on
ahead.
stage with
Yeah,
us, right?
that's no
So,
problem.
Martin, before if we have time after, we're gonna touch on that a
No, I
little
don't
bit.
even
But
want to explain it. You're good. You're good.
you know, Tick is like,
Yeah.
explain, Martin, explain.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
it's
Well,
good. Because
I
right
think
now
the
the
soul.
website is down. That's the issue. Right now it's pissing me off
It,
because the website's down.
yes,
But
yes.
once it's back up, we'll
But
be good.
dude, yeah, I definitely think that the opportunity to like key in with the Seeker team, right,
Yeah.
and get that sorted out,
No,
like
I've
that
already
should be
talked
hooked
with you
up.
on a mobile team. We've had our chats on Telegram
Yeah,
and then on Discord,
yeah,
and like they're on board with it. And the problem
nice.
is that I launched at a very weird time with Believe, right? And then anything that could have gone
Yes,
wrong for me did go wrong. Any scammer that was
yes,
scamming scammed me. Any literally anything that could happen to a fucking dev, it happened to me, and I'm just like, you
yeah,
guys are
yeah,
jerking me. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, all right, I have two things I can do. The hackathon is such a good like opportunity that like I can't pass it up because I know that everything that I've built, I've already learned every fuck up. I've already done the mistakes. I've already done 8 months of work. And if I bring that to the hackathon, I think I'm a step above everybody else
yeah,
and have
man.
something that actually is useful, not some bullshit fucking AI thing.
Right. Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. No, you should I mean, I'm all for it for sure.
That's the
Like I
only way
think
I got to
it's
Pump Fund. Someone reached out for me from Pump Fund and said, "Hey, I know that you're not like a huge fan of us, but like this hackathon thing and the Solana Sim thing you got going, is I think you could literally you could minimum get 250K." And I was like,
yeah,
"Okay, you have my ear."
yeah, it's definitely feasible. So and it's not, yeah, I mean,
Because at the time, Believe was doing nothing, right? Ben was just rugging Believe Network, and then
right. Yeah, I think I missed all of that, but
oh,
I knew
bro,
it was a
he
fuck up. Yeah, I
crazy, dude. The kid
yeah.
rugged his entire company. He wrecked the whole ICM company. Let's just put it that way. He was the leader in it. Could have done something great. Fucked it up. But it is what it is, you know. You got an Asian girlfriend that wants a Birkin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but check it in for me.
people have gone down for less, right?
Oh
So
yeah, dude.
but it's yeah, so we're gonna so Wild, did you want to, yeah, so Martin, definitely, like
So
we
one,
enter Pump Fund, and we should definitely talk about the Soul Farm insurance company
that's a meme
Yes.
insurance that
ticker.
it could actually
Yeah,
work. That's the
maybe
thing.
next week. Yeah, yeah, maybe
I think
next
it could
week.
work.
Like
Like
so, because we're actually revitalizing the format for what's the ticker. So
Yeah.
we're looking to do more launches like live in the show potentially. So yeah, like we should definitely try and hook it up. So we'll, if you're connected with Tick, well, you're in the Telegram group and
yeah,
everything. So yeah, but we should really hook it up, man. I was just I was just talking to Wild about this. Was it yesterday or today? I don't even remember. But basically, it's like yeah, you know, what's the ticker? It's cool. It's a cool brand, but like we think we can kind of take it up a
well, yeah.
notch,
You could
right?
say what's the ticker and push your own project all day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. And then it doesn't need to be like, the point is just to try things out as well, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of like, it doesn't, you don't
that's
need
the
to
way
be,
you
it
win
doesn't
in
need
this
to be
game.
perfect. Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't need to be perfect. It's iterative, right? But also like do it transparently, right? Just like
yeah,
let people know what's going on. But the twist is like you have to tune in, right? If you really want to know what's going on, you have to tune in. Like, you know, you
yeah.
want to know when to buy, you want to know when to sell, you want to know like
Tune in.
that stuff, tune in. Like, you know, we're not going to publish it on the timeline. We're not going to anyway, that's kind of
Well, it's my
my
first look right now, guys. It's my first space back in like maybe a month or so that I even like come to spaces, let alone be on Twitter. I just got like disgustingly sick. So there's that. But in short, I think right before Christmas, that scammer hit me for 11,500, and that just took a lot of wind out of my sails.
yeah, that's rough, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
dude.
to
He
hear
like
that.
the craziest part is that dude like psyoped me for maybe 2 months, buying, investing. Like he was actually like a community member and everything. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And I was like, oh,
Jesus. Yeah, no, like those guys are, it's getting more sophisticated all the time. Like somebody
dude,
bought
the
me
psyop
Telegram
is crazy.
Premium. Somebody bought me Telegram Premium, you know, which
Yeah,
is like, I'm like, oh yeah, great.
thank
I've
you.
got Telegram Premium now. Amazing. Thanks, man. And yeah, and then somebody offered to buy my username on Telegram, right? They offered
Yeah,
like 6,500 ton
What?
for my username. And it's
Okay.
like it looks legit, but then it's like, oh shit, this is not.
Did he send you the
But
fake USDT?
it no, it was so they were trying to do it because apparently there's this thing called fragments on
Hmm.
Telegram, right, which
Yeah.
is on the Ton blockchain, so you can actually
Yeah.
put it on. But I guess it's broken or something. I don't know what the hell is going
They
on with
figure
that.
out
Or like
some
I don't know.
scam, bro. Regardless.
It was definitely a scam, man. Like it was. I mean, the thing is, it didn't make any sense anyway because like why you don't need my username. My username is
Yes.
very is nothing. You know, like my
Right.
username isn't. No, you don't need my
But it
no. And
singles you
if you need
out
my
and makes you
username,
feel like oh, what? You want this? Oh, you must want it because
yeah,
it's unique, you know?
yeah. No, it's like some weird shit. And so but then the auction site like Fragment is kind of works, and so he 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 put in an offer on Fragment for the username and it looked legit. But then
Mm.
I just knew that it wasn't real, so I just mute the guys. I mute them because if you mute them, then they still carry on trying, so at least you know that they're still wasting their time like messaging you and you can't see it. And rather than blocking them, because if you block them, I mean somebody's going to report them
They'll just do it
eventually
again. They'll
anyway,
do it
right?
again.
But at least they're wasting their time. Like at least you're getting something out of them wasting their time, and you can't see it, and they're just like, what's going on? Why isn't he replying to me? And I had another guy. I had man, it happens so often. Like I had a guy. They sent me a contract for 100K. Can you believe it? Like
Yeah, I can.
I get that
I
I get
can,
that
dude. I
shit
can.
a contract, and I
Why are
spoke to
you
the
getting
guy.
that shit? We should ask ourselves that, right?
Because they're just looking for anybody that like sounds reputable. Like they'll jump on spaces like this and they'll hear you speak for like maybe 10 seconds. Like, oh, that guy sounds reputable. He sounds like he'd have money in his account. Boom, they start working on you right away. And if they notice you're a
Man,
dev or someone working on dev
it
stuff, yeah,
is
they
it
start
is
they target
so
you.
man, the scams are like, but it's
Well, yeah,
I
that's
remember.
why I removed MMKK from my bio. That's one of the reasons.
What does
Oh
that
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, because that's the most exclusive rail group on Telegram, and so they target you, right? And ever since then, it's been really, really quiet with the scam TG.
Oh really? Well,
Yeah.
that's yeah. It actually, because I think the first scam I remember, like in when I was a student, I was looking for a new place to rent, um, and like even then, like I was looking on the rental site, and there was like this everywhere is a shithole, right? Like literally everywhere is a fucking shithole. It all is just really like overpriced and terrible, like all of the options, except for this one place that was like quite attractively priced and was literally fully decorated, and it was like a dream. And the dude, and I was like, oh my god, it'd be amazing to get this place. It'd be amazing, man. i can't
Yeah,
i
right. And
can't
it's a
believe.
scam.
And then the guy's like, oh well, I'm on holiday at the moment, like I'm on holiday. You have to send me the money by Western Union. you,
Yeah.
you, have,
Nonsense at
you, have,
all.
you have to send me and it's like, and there's a part of me that's like, oh my god, I know it's a scam now, but I wish this was real. It would
Oh,
be so
trust me,
good if
dude.
this
In
was
LA,
real.
that's a major thing. In LA, dude, the amount of like rental scams, they'll be like, oh, it's just the application fee. That's what they look for. Just the application fee. The $60 for application fee. They'll be like, yo, I think you'll get it. Trust me, you're fine. And you're like, yeah, no. $60 to apply to an apartment or something like that. I'm just looking at this random post and it says barking puppy from 0 to 20 million overnight is animal meta back, but the liquidity has 540,000 and it's at 17 million. I don't like that. I just don't get that.
Anyway, let's say hi to the other people on stage
Hi,
before
other people.
I'm gonna have to dive into some books. So let's say hello to.
Well, good day, Wild,
Oh,
or
Reggie
good
is already
night.
like on it. Reggie, how you doing, my guy? Yeah, it seems
Yo,
like
I'm
you're on
doing
it.
good. I'm wrapped in my burrito blanket right
Yes,
now.
burrito
It's
blanket
fucking
time.
cold. Holy
Yes,
shit.
I
Where are
feel
you
you.
at?
In Norway, bro,
In Norway,
it's
man.
That's a different kind
minus
of cold.
15 degrees Celsius. Holy shit.
I feel ya. Look,
Did
it's
you see
minus.
my
It's only
video?
-9 right now here. -9.
-9. Holy shit. Did you see my ice bathing video? Oh shit, Mike.
Yes, a little bit.
My God, that was it was a nice experience, but holy shit, it's cold. Oh, I'm just listening in to the conversations today. The Solana Seeker and the Solana eSIM. That was like very interesting. So just trying to learn something new.
Yes.
Haven't said so much today, but I learn something new every time
Well,
I'm
you're
in your space.
conserving energy, and people have been asking me like, "Wild, you're not posting good night posts anymore." I'm like, "My guy, the hand does not come from underneath the blanket anymore.
Yeah,
It's
the
I've
same
wrapped
thing.
in."
My phone is like laying on the blanket,
Yeah,
and my
yeah.
whole body is under.
We're not touching it too much because we need to conserve the energy to stay warm. I'm having a hard cope here with it. Oh, but January
Mm.
lasts forever, you guys. There's something with January. Just keeps on going. I look in the calendar, like, wow, still not,
Yeah, for
still
real.
not February. Where did Tick go again? Tick is just rugged himself off.
That's why people like to travel outside in January, like they like to go to a warm.
Is back with the degree that I'm
Sorry
doing.
about that.
I still have to. Once I'm done, done at the same time that my daughter is done.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
great.
cute.
Then I can leave.
And also I know your style while like once you begin something, you don't quit.
Right, exactly. So we gotta, and this is what I wanted to do. It's a blessing. It's a little bit of a thing getting back into that grind, but all good. I feel so blessed doing it every time. I'm learning
What are
tons.
you doing?
I'm getting my master's in linguistics.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just excited every time I go and listen to lectures. I'm like locked in, and but it takes some adjusting. You guys going back.
I'll be honest with you. It
Yeah.
sounds really cool because it sounds like kind of ominous to me. Like linguistics, the study of languages. Is that
The study of language. So
language?
yes, and
Okay.
so there's so many components to that. There's a whole breakdown of things that you can do with that original study. So it's epistemology, and it's also just the history of language on its own. Then there's evolutionary linguistics as well, right? So there's so many things that you
I
need to
feel like that's
cover.
the perfect subject to make anyone feel so stupid. Like it's
Yeah,
like
so
it's
how many languages can you talk while?
I speak pretty
Yes,
easy
speak
five and can listen to
five.
five.
What the?
I can write
Mm.
pretty fluently in three. The rest they're a little difficult. And but usually when I go to a country, when you find the cadence of the language and where it comes from, then you kind of crack the code
You
pretty
speak
easy.
Latin?
And
Hmm.
well, I had Latin in school, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that's the one language that I learned that like I opened up almost everything except for like obvious Asian language.
Yes, exactly. So when you know how to crack the code, then that's part of it. But linguistics are such a, I'm a conversational hypnotist, so I do hypnotism while I have conversations with people. And it's kind of my specialty, even though I can do others. But
You're a witch.
that kind of gave me the inspiration to go ahead and do this because it's a part. Also, when you're a psychologist, there's a lot of listening to people and what their problems are, and linguistics is a part of our subconscious behavior. So our language is programmed. We also have a certain set of words that we use, your vocabulary, that is particularly and special for you. And so when people start to use certain words that are a little bit out there to describe a problem, it's usually that they want to take the spotlight away from the actual problem, right? But they're leaking the actual problem through their vocabulary. And so it's almost when people start talking to me, it's almost like I can hear their subconscious, their automated process. And so that's on display. And with linguistics, we can also detect deception. in rhythm of words. And then now AI for linguistics can also detect which ghostwriters wrote what, and also actually unmask the ghostwriter. So yeah, who's behind it and who wrote this? And we can, and everybody could say like, yeah, what's the deal with this? Well, think about how we need to decipher ancient scripture and need without with an unknown author, but also maybe hey, the bomb letters or ransom letters. Yeah, we can now do that too with
And
their
what about
vocabulary.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm so curious,
No, go
Wild,
ahead.
because I actually hopped into space you were in with Edge 2 nights ago. I don't know if you saw me. It was like late because I never usually join you for the late spaces, but
Mm-hmm.
it was like God, it must have been like 11 p.m. my time, so probably around 7 p.m. your time, and it was you and Edge, and you're talking about this in the linguistics, the linguistics,
Linguistics.
and how people
Linguist.
reveal kind of what's going on in the subconscious with their choice of
Yes.
words. And one thing that struck that I kind of made me curious was you started talking about like deception and how people will be kind of like choosy with their words and when they're being
Yes.
deceptive. And then you were saying sometimes they're not even doing it like intentionally, but they're not trying to deceive, but they don't want to reveal too much of their vulnerabilities
Yes.
almost. Like
Yes.
and I thought about how it applies to myself, and like for myself, for instance, like I don't drive a Lambo, like I don't live in a big house, like I don't make like six figures a year. And so for myself, when I'm talking about myself and like maybe like what my successes or lack thereof success just like in life, I feel like I can be like a little bit deceptive, that like I might allude to having more than I actually have, which I mean, it's also kind of a weird dynamic in my head because I
Well,
do
it's a
have,
self-confidence thing too, Tick.
yeah,
It's
maybe,
okay to lie yourself and love yourself, dude.
yeah. I don't know, but that's what struck a nerve with myself, Wild. And so I was wondering
Yes.
if you observe that. Like, I kind of want you to almost like audit or roast me or let me know what I could
Yes.
work on.
No, well, I can do that with you in another space. On
Yeah.
Sunday, I will wake up with Wild, and then it's going to be all about this and
Okay.
algorithm of life
Yeah.
and you know what's right.
Do you find
And
that
then
though to be
sometimes
true
it's
with myself though? Like just like
yes, well,
you do.
everybody, look, it's
Mm.
it's like yes, and we all have that, right? It's a way to cover up weaknesses.
Yeah, Martin was dead on when he said, it
Well,
has to do with
well,
insecurities. I was like, yep,
Yes.
not
that's
only
like,
that, but think about it this way, Tick.
No,
As
also
it's like,
not insecure, just Martin, but also shame. If something
mm,
happened to me that I feel shameful about,
mm-hmm.
maybe not you, but in
let's
my
go even
experience, it's
simple.
shameful. I'm going to be deceptive around it,
Yeah.
and this is when you need to treat people with trauma. They often have big shame
Right.
around what happened,
Mm,
right? And I'm not
But
talking
let's be,
sexual abuse, but just the shame of
whoa.
being abused, right? Of
mm,
actually having somebody that, and then you have to tell somebody else that that happened to you. People
Well,
experience a lot of shame there. That's why
yeah.
abuse still happens, right? That's why we isolate people, and then the abuser always has the upper hand because they leverage that shame, and so it gets to be very difficult that way for people to open up. But then, as a therapist, if you can really lock in on their linguistics, you actually can get around the shame and get to the issue of the problem.
Well, I just want to get even simpler than that, like instinctually speaking, Tick. So when you, let's say you see a guy, you're walking towards a guy, and the guy's taller than you, right? In your mind, do you immediately think of like weaknesses that that guy may have, like he might be a dork, or he might be dumb, he might smell bad, or something like that? Or do you think, oh man, that guy's like tall and strong? But instinctually, as humans, we have to think of ways where we have the upper hand on them
oh
because
yeah.
we don't want to be prey.
Right. And I feel like it's weird that you mentioned that because for myself, I don't feel like I tear people apart mentally when I see someone that's doing better
You
than me
do.
in any way.
We are we are apex predators. We need to come to grips with this.
Uh,
As soon as we
yeah,
look
now
at
that you say
people,
that,
we are
Yes, we
indexing
are.
yeah,
them.
yeah,
We
I
are
get it then.
indexing
You're
them.
like, oh, I bet I
Yep.
could take this guy. It's like if this guy challenged me right now, I could take him
Now it might not be. It
XYZ.
might not be even
Well,
a thought that you're aware of,
Mm-hmm.
but it is going through your mind,
You're looking for their
and that's why.
Achilles heel.
Yeah, and that's why people who get robbed on the street,
Mm-hmm.
there's a certain type of people that happens to, and
Mm,
that's not to say that I invited it in,
yeah.
right? That we don't
It's an energy
shame
that they put
what happened
off.
to you. Yes,
I'm
It's
gonna
like
have to
right. Yeah.
disagree with
easy
you saying
bait.
that we're apex
Yeah, we know
predators.
this, right?
Yeah.
And so we as humans are predators, right? We are
No,
opportunistic and we are predators. So when we see the opportunity, we will do that,
I've
and we
been
I
robbed.
respond.
think
I've
We
been robbed
respond
I
to
don't
before
think we
dominance.
are
a couple
predators.
times.
I think we have the
No, we are
ability to
predators.
be no, no, we have the ability to be predators. What we are good at is using tools. That's the big thing
Yeah, that
between us,
doesn't
like
negate the fact that
anthropology
we're
speaking.
predators. We're predators who can make tools,
No,
and we are
because our
using
teeth. Look at the
opportunity.
biology of our teeth and stuff. There's no way we're predators. We cannot bite through meat and eat it. We're not carnivores. We're like an
No,
omnivore
carnivores are
mixed.
also not per se predators. That's
Correct,
also a misconception.
correct. But
No, we
name two
we it
carnivores
has
right
to
now that are
do
not
no, it
predators.
has to do with dominance hierarchy. That makes us predators. We work with a very dynamic hierarchy, dominance hierarchy.
Right.
And if
But
you
name
study
two
lobsters,
that are not predators.
we actually have, yeah, but you can have claws and be a predator too. And we have a brain that makes us a predator, and we
That's
are
what I'm trying to say.
apex,
That like our brain is what makes us like the
the
apex,
predator.
the best of the best, because we're
Yes,
smart enough to create inventions and tools that will
yes.
most likely outwit
Yeah,
anything out
I
there.
think the reason why you said it this way is because we like to have a veneer of civility, the veneer of civility, and we
Like a
know that
fake
that
tooth,
Repeat that.
veneer
maybe?
is very thin, because something like Corona happens, and all of a sudden we don't care anymore about the neighbors as long as I get the toilet paper, right? And so that's that really thin veneer of culture and civility that
It's
we
Wow.
just we
are
have such
taking
soft
pride in.
skin.
This
Like we're the easiest things to eat. Like what animal out there cannot eat us? We're
No,
soft.
but we have the
We have
brain
no
to kill
armor. We have
them.
nothing. We've
Yep,
evolved. Our
but
brain's the
we,
best part about
yep,
us.
yeah, but the brain is our weapon. We don't need the teeth because we have the brain. That makes us an apex predator. We prey
Correct.
on other things, and we cultivate them even. So we're at the dominance hierarchy. We're right up there.
that's
Yo,
great.
if we didn't have the brain, we wouldn't have learned martial arts. You know, martial
Exactly.
arts.
That's
That's the
actually
thing.
that's
You know.
fighting. That's war between humans, and that brings a whole another aspect of psychology in terms of conquering each
Yes,
other and stuff.
Martin, can you
But I'm
turn
saying
but
your
like
so
mic
we
up?
do
domesticated animals and
so
we
that's
farmed.
how a predator has a hierarchy other than a prey. Prey have different hierarchies this way.
Mike, Martin, could you try to turn your mic input up just a little bit? It just
Yeah.
sounds like muffled a little bit. I think it'd be way better for the conversation if
Is
we
it
could
better?
get you louder. Go to your
Oh, wait up,
sound
one second.
settings.
So
One
there's a
second.
lot of evolutionary psychology, and especially we find that the people who are more predatory amongst the humans, so we have less of that civility culture, because we're only having that civility, civilized culture, in order to get ahead together. But when that train stops, it's all for one, right? Or one for all, and bye bye neighbor. And we know this because we kind of, in the end, we want to push our own DNA. That's where it basically comes from. That's very predatory. So we will actually. We
Can you
had
hear me
this
now?
question in school, right? You are having two train tracks. Now, I'm putting one child on one and 10 on the other. And there's the train is coming. You cannot stop the train.
Oh, the
But you
morality
can,
test. I love this.
yes, the morality. So, yeah, the morality of the story is, in the end, we'll choose our own DNA because it's your kid. Even
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
against, even
10,
against the
yeah.
kid.
It could be
Yeah, that 10.
100 people on a train track
Well,
or my
yeah,
kitten. And
yeah.
my kitten's gonna live. I'm
Bye bye.
sorry.
Yeah. Also, you can do one child, your child, on the train track and another child, but that child in the future is going to cure all cancer. You're still going to pick your own child.
Hell yeah.
So,
All day.
most people, yeah, all day, any day. So you can basically bank on that
I
behavior. So
love
we
that.
are,
I love
yeah.
that
So,
you mentioned that. That's a great.
well,
Yeah.
we got to be honest with down the line.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bottom line that we have,
Yep.
and it's not that far away either. People think, well, we're not having war. No, a
Oh,
tiny thing needs to
that's
happen before we get predatory, and then we steal from our neighbors to feed our child.
mm-hmm. It's like, what would
Yeah,
it take? What would it
what
like?
would it take?
How
Yeah.
many weeks? We're talking weeks. Like if it
Well,
really boiled
we
down to
we
it.
might in the forefront, of our brain, we might think that we're civil and this is all
Mm-hmm.
good
Mm-hmm.
and anything. But in the end, we are very much primal,
Lord
very primal.
Lord of the Flies. Yeah.
Our brain is like, yeah.
What's
So
yeah, the Lord of
yeah.
the Flies phenomenon. It's like when, push comes to shove, it's like the
Yeah.
tribes form and like the strongest,
The
will.
in and the out group,
Yeah.
and then wherever you find that, and it's utopia to think that we can all be. It doesn't work this way.
Yeah, what was that? The book was called Lord of the Flies, right? I just made a
That
crypto
was
Lord of the
right.
Flies thing like a
Yeah.
couple months ago. We were talking about this phenomena. Yeah.
Well, we even managed to make a deal with other species, with prey species, that we take care of them for a little while and then we kill them. We call them livestock. We got an evolutionary contract with them. Like, look, we protect you because you're prey animals and we are apex, so we kind of protect you for, let's say, 3 years, right? And we'll keep your DNA intact too because we're going to breathe with you. And then we're going to, but in turn for that, we're going to eat you. That's the evolutionary contract that we have with pigs, with cows, with other livestock. We have it with dogs,
Yeah.
right? Too. We have a contract with them as well, an evolutionary contract. And so
Have you
that's
ever been
like
a
I said.
vegetarian? Was it you that told me it used to be, or you've never done?
No,
No.
never. No.
Uh, yeah.
Well, it's like I said, but that's just, yeah. But
I'm
you
not a
can be one
vegetarian. I was just curious.
vegetarian, but how many percentage of humans are that and can maintain that? And then the rest of us is gonna still eat meat, and that's why they are trying to, I think, force a little bit of that vegetarian agenda, because everybody realizes there's not enough protein for the world population as expected
Well,
to
yeah.
be in 50 years
In
from now.
college
Yeah.
courses in nutrition, I remember taking two classes, both in nutrition and in health. Having the professors, one of the professors was a vegetarian, one was a vegan, and they were very much pushing this agenda. This was just when I was in community college back 100 years ago.
Yeah, but
But
you see supermarkets the same thing. And it's like, look, there you
yeah,
can do it. You can get anything but taurine. You can get, so taurine is you need for the brain, right? And they try, a lot of vegetarian scientists tried actually to reproduce that in the gut biome with bacteria, because bacteria produce proteins as well, right? As how do you say,
What are you saying?
leftovers. Yes,
bacteria
go
in your
look
gut,
that up.
healthy bacteria,
Yeah,
so like
yeah,
probiotics,
yep,
prebiotics.
yep,
Your
yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep,
if you
yep.
think about it, how many bacterial organisms are do we exist of a bunch of
Well,
little
yeah.
parts?
So they honed in on the bacteria that were producing taurine that would be bioavailable to us, and they can't, right? So the only thing that we can produce is taurine, and taurine is in meat, right? So you need it for your brain. It's very important amino acid
Mm,
for your brain.
mm.
So yeah, that's the only one you can't get. So you have to supplement with that, uh, as far as amino acids go. Also, even though that in some vegetarian foods there's a shit ton of protein, it's usually only one, two, or three proteins in there, right? So you need to kind of eat a lot of different vegetables or grain that has it in order to come with the same thing that somebody else does, which is one piece of chicken. So basically, the early vegetarians had it right. They were eating a lot of the diversified food. They had the time to cook it, a lot of passion in it. And if that's your deal, then go right ahead. The thing is, the vegetarians, the meat, like the real vegetarians are the cows and the pigs and the livestock, right? Because they eat that biodiversified plant food, turn it into protein. And so, protein packed in their muscle, we eat that muscle. So, we get basically everything that we need through the animal. Now, and this is not to say that there's nothing wrong with the industry of meat. That's a whole different discussion. I do not agree with some things that go on in there at all. I think we can do better, but that's just the truth of the matter here. So you cannot just eat oatmeal and think you're going to get every protein, any amino acid that you need. And unfortunately, there's about 30 that we need daily. And our bodies don't store protein either. We only store carbs and then turn into glucose into your liver. And if the liver is full, it's going to be then turn into trans fats for your fat storage. And of course, fat is very easy for your body to just store as fat. So that's basically what happens.
Right.
But protein, no, we need protein every day because everything is protein. Not just the cells and muscle building and cell building in general, but also what the cell needs to do. So the command programming is also done through amino acids, and here is where in autoimmune diseases it goes wrong, right? It's the DNA is corrupt and it starts to build different um, command
Wild,
strains that tell the cells what to do. Yeah, we
wild,
we call that protein folding. You might want to look that up if you're interested.
wild,
What's up?
wild.
What's up?
I'm saying it's wild.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
wild
it's
in
wild.
Africa.
Oh, I thought you were saying. I thought you were gonna be like
Yeah,
wild, and
I
then
know.
yeah,
I was playing the joke too, but
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't want to dive into that. As someone that's obsessed with
No,
biology and biochemistry. But anyways, what are you live right now, Tick? Like live?
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was.
yeah, it's like
Dude, that's crazy.
There's some crazy stuff, dude. Like this crypto hardware
16
wallet.
people are watching you.
Yeah, you guys, I highly implore you to look at what Soulflare is doing with their hardware wallet.
Yes, dude. Soulflare is where it's at. I'm telling you right now. I've been telling everyone for a while.
Yeah.
Get your Soulflare wallet. They're the ones that are evolving wallets. They're not
Yeah.
some bullshit
Yeah.
phantom wallet.
The
Guys.
thing, so, and it's like, if you're like me and you like airdrops, like anything where I'm eligible for an airdrop, I'm like, yeah, dude, like I want to take
See,
advantage of it.
$10 off for insurance if you have a Soulflare wallet. Insurance is $10 off. See, but look, now we partner up with Soulflare exclusively, right? And we say you can only get our insurance if you have a Soulflare wallet. Now Soulflare markets us as well. This is gonna work.
Seeker basically sort of did. Seeker is what kind of nudged me towards Soulflare, but now that I've dude. By the way, oh my god, there's just too many things I want to talk about. Now that I've like tapped into it, I'm like, why have I been fading this for so long? I didn't like the yellow color or the time,
the yellow and black
the old
people.
English
It tells people,
S.
like,
I was like, that looks so tacky. Like I just hated it for no good reason. And then upon using it, now learning everything that I've learned on how to use D apps from other wallets and everything, it's like now I'm ready. It's like when the student is ready, the teacher will, however the saying goes. Wild always says it. But the teacher has arrived for myself because now I'm
when
ready
the
to.
student is ready, the
Yeah.
teacher will show up.
So
Yeah.
the teacher has shown up, and so if you go to explore on the Soulflare wallet, you can actually there's an airdrop you're eligible for the next 2 or 3 days, or I think 3 more days, and it's the Dudes by Doodles, and so very bullish collection, that project. I'm trying to see how the frick to get the airdrop, but that's just one of the eligible things that you can get from Soulflare. And right now with this wallet that they're dropping, bro, it's like the origin is $49, and what, dude? There's gotta be
worth
some
every penny.
airdrops. Think about the airdrops that Soulflare is gonna do with that, dude. A lot of the things that these DApp, these platforms and everything, the exchanges, they incentivize people to buy their products by like kind of doing airdrops and stuff. And I feel like this is less than $100, and down the road, I feel like it's gonna pay
make
for
200 minimum.
it's gonna pay for
Minimum,
itself.
you're gonna make 200.
Yeah,
Minimum.
I think that there'll be an airdrop for 50. It's gonna pay for itself, bro. It's got to.
Yeah.
So, bro, have you
Because let's
looked?
say one of those airdrops goes like parabolic. Like one of the airdrops, you get $20 of it right at the time, right?
Right.
And that token decides to go to $1 billion. Now you have 20 grand. You know,
Bro,
that's what
there's been a lot of success
people make
stories
money,
in the last couple weeks about people that really cashed out with the Seeker phone. Some guy bought 100 phones, and then he actually ran it up on all of them. So his airdrop allocation was like fucking like $1,000 per phone or whatever. He made like 100 grand on Solana Seeker phones. Like to have the foresight to put up that whatever it was, $5 grand in order to do that. That takes some balls.
Because I think they based that off of the first one. Because I know that the first like phone that dropped, they had good airdrops too. This one apparently didn't have as good, but still like.
Yeah. So yeah, Wild. I don't know if Oh, and then the Magic AI assistant. This is new that Soulflare is doing. So I signed up for early access to this. It's an on-chain AI assistant. I have a feeling that that's going to be uh, really. I love on-chain AI. Even AI XBT. I still use it a couple times a week. But yeah, the Soulflare Shield is going to be a hardware wallet that's slim enough to fit in your pocket. It's the size of a credit card, and it's a Web3. It's a ledger. And so to me, dude, I'm like, I just want this technology because it's a groundbreaking piece of tech. I don't know why more people aren't more bullish on this. I'll send you a picture. My dad actually worked with a credit card company like 10 years ago on a similar product. I'll show you a picture in the Telegram right now. But and it was a smart credit card. And the thing is it was just too early. And like now, it's like we have arrived. Like this is there's just so much available, and with the Doodles airdrop, that's just one thing. I received my allocation. I claimed my tokens yesterday, my dude tokens through Soulflare, but I highly recommend everyone to like just do your own research, because it's one of those things. It's like there's no incentive for me to try to turn people on to Soulflare other than I want people to have success with it. Like, I like recently I've seen some opportunities with it, and I'd really like to hear back that people are like, dude, I can't believe I had been fading that for so long as well. So I'm stoked that. Oh, did Martin drop off? Oh, he just left. Well,
Could be.
yeah.
Could
Anyway, I
be.
was rambling.
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
you guys. No, 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 not a problem at all. That's how if we have the spaces a little less often, we fall off cliffs.
Yeah.
But we did it when we were on the daily as well. So this is just in tandem with all of that. So, but Adam is trying to structure us, and we're going there.
Your
So,
classes are doing you well. So first you said veneer, and now you've used tandem. You've used two words that kind of out.
And
out of my yes,
epistemology as well,
epistemology,
right?
yes.
Which is like, that when she said that, I was like, oh yeah, that
Yeah,
word.
yeah, that word again. What
Awesome.
was that again? But the best thing about you guys, my brain is blown on so many fronts with this, because I see so many. So a new world has opened for me
You,
when I
you sound
even
smarter. You've become
well, a whole new
enlightened.
world.
You were already
Well,
insanely
yes,
smart,
well,
but now you're even smarter.
no, it's just you guys. There's just so much to it, and some things that I've read before, especially old literature and stuff, it starts to make sense to me
That's
through what
awesome.
I'm learning now,
I love that.
right? So yeah, so it just harps back to things that I read 15 years ago, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm getting it, but I now realize I didn't get all of it, right? So,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
I think is the best thing about learning, right? When you learn something new, it puts everything that you know in perspective, in a
Mm-hmm.
different
Makes
perspective.
everything start to
Yeah,
click. That's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I love that
yeah.
for you.
That is really cool. Yeah, yeah. But you guys, you never stop learning, right? Go after, do courses in what you like doing, what you like to explore. Right? Don't stay idle with that stuff, because it really can yeah open your world, right, and just expand a little further and a little harder. And I think also relating back to crypto, man, there's ideas coming to me that I was sitting in the lecture going like writing down takers. That happens too. But with that, we do got to close the space, because I still got to read a few chapters here with the music, and I will hope to and then I got to look at like 6,000 entries. Oh yeah. Oh, that would be nice. All right, I gotta talk business here, you guys. So no more, no music, because the laptop is on for something else at the moment. I'm also gonna um, a rug
Oh,
on
oh,
music.
I can get something going.
You doing music?
Do you want me to? I got here. Yeah, I can do it real quick. Let me. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Let me just pull it up on my my Solana phone here. My trusty Solana phone. God, I love this thing. Okay, let me see. Why is it saying something went wrong? Here we go. Refresh the page. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm seconds away from having it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this one. I forgot. We have a new song. Yeah. This will be perfect. Here, let me see. Let me see. Like this. Is that working? I said, Water, where you at? I'm saying, Water, where you at? We put crypto on the map. Let's bring the meme coins back. People were fearful, less afraid. We told you every single day. Just stick to DCA and buy Bitcoin. You'll be okay. Now, what's this from CZ? He said you better watch those screens, cause AI's gonna risk you. So hold some crypto, yes indeed. See the floor is rising. Blowing up, no downsizing. We're gonna send it on Valhalla. We're gonna get the dollars. The slippage is gonna slap. Stacking Solana in the bag. I got Solana in the bag. Stacking Solana in the bag. You can't get that, but
All right, you guys. Well, we're gonna rug it, and we'll see you again next time when we enter the What's the Ticker in space. Catch you on the bright side. Tig.
yes. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for pulling in. Stay bullish, my friends.
What a time to be alive, guys. We'll catch you next time.
We got tickers in the chat. What's the ticker? What's the haps? See the charts pumping off the tap. I put the crypto on my tab. I said, Waddle, where you at? I'm saying, Waddle, where you at? We put crypto on the map. Let's bring the meme coins back. People were fearful, less afraid. We told you